live. And I'm not using this one, I'm using the mic on this one, as you had seen. And Alexa. So for anyone who wants to, who's going to be my volunteer with the phone? Who's got a phone with the Wi-Fi? Come on now. What I'll have you do is go to YouTube. And on YouTube, hit the search button. I'm going to change the title of this one.
Opportunity?
No, just search for HCC Innovation Lab. HCC Innovation Lab. Yeah, that one. Very good. And right now this one says it's private. I'm going to make it public. So you're going to see the stream. There's Alexa right there. This is live on YouTube. Okay. So scroll down. You're going to go to this one. And then there's a live. Okay. So you can hear on the phone, and she could be anywhere in the world, right?
Yep.
And if you don't mind, just walk out and kind of show.
Right.
Go sideways so you get the landscape. So now we're live streaming this YouTube, and I've got, it says 4 people are watching, so and someone's already liked it. So it's someone in the audience. Thanks, Mohammed. It had to be you with that smile on your face. It's like, all right, there goes it. Another one has just liked it. So this is how we get. I'm gonna move it closer to you. And you'll see that there's a lag. It's not instant, but you're gonna see in a second it's gonna change to where the camera is now. So this is how real TV works, right? It gets recorded and there's like a 3-second lag or 2-second lag, and then you see the live show. So let's get this process started, right? So our topic of the Opportunity Workshop today, our 10th one, is on YouTube and how to get on YouTube. So I thought this would be really helpful. It's because these computers don't have mics and cameras, I thought I'd bring my own and then try to capture the process of this. Let me have you turn off the live stream on your phones. This will be available for you if you wanted to see it later. So who's got the mic on here? I mean the speaker on. Let's mute it. You have it on?
I just.
Oh, you did? Okay, thanks. Yeah, so that way there's no, I don't hear myself. It gets really weird. So, all right, so first and foremost, welcome. If this is your first time attending one of our workshops, this is the HCC Opportunity Workshops. It's offered through my office. My name is Ravi Brahmbhatt. I'm the Director for Student Innovation and Entrepreneurship at the college. And this workshop is intended to help us as Houstonians, as public, as students, faculty, staff, librarians, get some digital skills. And why it's important, I'll talk about that in the workshop. But then I think it's a great tool for us to learn, and for some of you, it may be your next career choice to be producing these videos and going live on YouTube, and then earning a business out of it, right? So before anything, I want to thank Alexa because she's the librarian, and all of the opportunity workshops are at the HCC Library campus. Without her crazy marketing and crazy will to get this thing booked and make sure that we have this facility available, we wouldn't be here. So Alexa, thank you for the partnership. And if you have anything you want to add or say, I'm happy to give you 5 minutes on the world's largest TV.
We're glad that you're here, and we really hope that you will take advantage of not just this workshop, but the other workshops that are here. And I also see that there are some HCC people here. If you are a student, we offer so much here in this library. You really need to see what we offer, especially during the regular school year. With Student Group, the Library Connection, we offer a ton of activities, gaming in the library, chess in the library, a make-a-thon. We just do all sorts of things. So I would highly encourage you to become involved and talk with your librarian. Okay.
So, I think this one turned up. Yeah, so thank you, Alexa. Thank you so much. And my goal for today is to get all of us comfortable with getting onto YouTube.com, and then also, there we go. I want to make sure I get rid of this, all that. Okay. So you're now looking at the producer live streaming, what's happening right there. And this is also telling me who's watching and how's the audio coming in and so forth. So my goal is to get you to be comfortable with this stuff. Notice I'm literally the one person with the right equipment here. I'm able to manage this whole thing. And you don't need a full production crew, right? Now, of course, the lighting could be better, the audio could be better. There's a lot of other things you can do to capture that video. But given that we're just just going with it, this is not bad. It's actually HD quality too, so it's helping us record our content. So if you're a faculty member at the college, you could record yourself on your best lectures, record it, and then put it on YouTube. And you will be really surprised how, in the world of now coming up to 8 billion people, people care. People are looking for this information. So I first got involved with YouTube because I started to record instructional videos on how to use Excel. Right? I was like, all right, you know what? I'm pretty savvy with Excel. I want to help others, and it used to be where people would call me and say, how do I do this? And it's like, all right, okay, one more time. This is how you do it. And then again, how do I do this? All right, one more time. And I kept trying to help people, and I realized, man, this is annoying because every time they need help, I'm stuck. I can't do anything else, right? I have to focus on them. So I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video. And in that video, I'm just going to show you how to do it. And if you need that step again, go back to the video, not me, right? So as a content creator, it freed me up, right? So if it's educational, faculty members, think about that. Now, some of you may say, oh, well, if I give away my content and my secret sauce, my education, then why will they need me? They'll just get rid of me. They'll just go to YouTube. Well, that can happen, but then YouTube also has a way you can make money from your content. And if you, there's some thresholds I'm going to show you. If you pass those thresholds, then the content that you create, even if it was 10 years ago, you could still be making money today on a monthly basis on that one video. So there's an opportunity to make videos and content, but then also make money with that videos and content. So to faculty members, maybe think about using this. Believe it or not, but our world really needs this more than ever. And then you're in one of the best countries in the world, where what you think is normal is just being adopted overseas on some of these things. So if you think about using your iPhone 6 or iPhone 7 or 10, and you are pretty savvy at it, there are people who are just getting their iPhone 6s and the 7s. They're buying them used, and they will need someone to explain how that works. And if you're the video person who's posted that up there and said how to use your smartphone to link to your Amazon, if you make that video and someone's searching for it, well, guess what? Your video will start getting likes and views, and a little bit at a time, eventually you can make money off of YouTube. So I want to show you what YouTube is, but I would be surprised if you're not heard of YouTube. So is there anyone who, so this will be the other way. So show of hands if you've heard about YouTube. Show of hands if you've used YouTube at least once in the past year. Okay, what about in the past month? Wow, so almost every hand has gone up. So you yourself are consumers of this product. My goal for you is to become producers and content creators of this product. So flip it. Go from this side of consuming videos to producing videos. These devices have really enabled. So this one right here is a GoPro. This is the Hero 4. It's the old one. Now you could get this on Amazon probably under $200. But a used one would be even cheaper. So this device right here, being so small, this is what people were using to record all these different activities. GoPros became really famous for sports and motorcycles and people parachuting and all the extreme sports. But it doesn't have to be so extreme. You could use this in the classroom, record it, and then the video that's from here, you would upload it on YouTube. So YouTube.com, since we all know where it is, I'm just going to go to our YouTube channel. And we've made some over 100 videos on this channel. So let's go to dashboard. I'm going to turn that around. And when you go to YouTube as a user, you're going to see, all the videos that you're watching and all the subscriptions that you're following, your typical account, right? And then you can search for stuff and find pretty much anything. For example, if you wanted to, search how to garden, there are videos all around. I like this one, how to garden vegetables for beginners. And there are videos all around that explain how to do those. The first one's an ad, but then here's someone, an average person, who's got an account called SSL Family Dad, who's made this video. It's got 286 views. K means 1,000. So 286,000 views. And sometimes students ask me, "Oh, why is it K for 1,000?" Well, it's kind of like Roman numeral. If you follow the Super Bowl, right? You see the Super Bowl has the X and the V's and the L's, right? K represents 1,000. Okay, so you've got this person who's uploaded it a year ago. With that many views, this person is probably getting a monthly paycheck every time someone is watching their video. And then look, they're getting a paycheck because this ad just popped up. And you can skip ads, but given that I've now watched 20 seconds of this ad, that person is going to get $1 or $2 or $3 for just my view. Now times that by 283K of people watching, and then look, this one has 2 ads. I'm going to skip the first ad. Oh, I skipped both of them. But then they've uploaded a 15-minute video basically about gardening, right? Some of us have that skill. Some of us can cook really well. Maybe you make a 15-minute video on making the world's best scrambled egg. I don't know. You can, right? This is content. This is what people are searching for. And then at the bottom, what they've done really well is they've added all this information about all the stuff they've bought. So the fan sprinkler, the seed store that he used, his own his family farm business. So he's giving himself some credit. And then all the places you can follow him, or him. And then also all the products through Amazon. If you click here, if you buy something on Amazon, he's getting a commission for whatever you buy because you're using his ID, his affiliate ID, right? So not only has he made a video to help people, but now he's getting probably a 5% or 8% or 10% cut for whatever people are buying on his Amazon. And he's getting people to follow him, so the next video he makes will get more followers, more people to view it, right? So, like I said, for some of you in the audience, this may become your future career. And you may have heard about stories, YouTube millionaires, people who are just, teaching other people. most famous one is how to put on makeup, right? A lot of women go online and they search how to apply that perfect summer fall eyeshadow, right? And there's somebody who's taught them in a 5-minute video how it's done, what products they're using, and guess what? They have a link at the bottom. When someone buys that $600 foundation, they're getting $60 from it. And all you need is 10 of them, and now it's $600. And you get 1,000 of them, and now you've got $6,000, right? Or no, at $6, right? So at 60, it would be $60,000. Yeah, I can do my math right. But you get the idea that this is why I would encourage y'all to think about, yes, be consumers and be using these tools, but then how could you monetize from it? You spend the same amount of time going on YouTube, but then instead of just watching content, why not produce that content, right? So to do those things, invest in a good camera, right? So lucky for all of you, your camera on the back of your phones, this is now good enough to put high definition videos. If you've got any of the latest Androids, whether it's Samsung, LG, Blue, or even the OnePlus, those all have great cameras. All you have to do is just make sure your video is very steady. It's not going, it's not giving someone a Caesar when they're watching it, right? It's fairly straightforward, and there's good audio. So these phones today, they have 2 cameras, one in the front, one in the back. You could use the front camera to capture some sort of a selfie footage where you could talk to the camera, or you could flip it and get the back side, which has a better resolution, to record a video of you just talking to the camera. Maybe start with just recording a holiday greeting for your family. Something as simple as that, just to get you in the practice of recording videos and then posting them on YouTube. Have your own personal YouTube channel. I'm going to show you how you can create one in a little bit. And then also, you could make your videos public, like I've done a few minutes ago, or you could have them unlisted, which means only the people you've given a link to can see it, or you can make them private. In that case, only the videos, only the YouTube account that you allow, or Gmail account that you allow, will be able to see it. So maybe just you and your family, and you don't want the link to go to anybody else. It's just yours. You can do that. And the benefit of using YouTube over other video platforms is going to be the length of the videos. If your account qualifies, you can record more than 20 minutes. If you just sign up for YouTube, you're going to have a 20-minute cap. You can't upload videos more than 20 minutes. But then it's very easy to get rid of that restriction. But then all the videos, all the HD videos, the space, the bandwidth for anyone watching it, you're not paying for it. If you are a business owner and you make a video about your service and you put it on your website, if 1,000 people watch that video, the hosting account that you're paying for has a cap. It won't let you have more than X number of transfer on your websites. Most people don't realize that. But if you upload the video on YouTube and then embed the YouTube video on your website, then there's no monthly bandwidth cap. As many people as want to see it, they can see your video without having you to upgrade your website's hosting package. So there are a lot of benefits, right? Another similar website is Vimeo. So Vimeo is just as good. I like using it as well, except what I like about YouTube is that it helps people discover your videos. Vimeos tend to be more for like videographers, photographers who want high quality content recorded and uploaded, but then they only want to share it with a password, limited to a few groups. Here, there's no password. Once you're logged in, everybody sees it, right? With the exception of being a private video or being a unlisted video. Okay, so let me take some questions. Has anyone uploaded a video and put it on YouTube? Can you share that process? What did you do and why did you do it? I like it.
Just,
That's how it starts.
made a video about something that I experienced. And the process of doing that didn't take that long. So after you record it, then you got to title it, then description,
Mm-hmm.
and then what information you want to put in there, and then I think export
Mm-hmm.
for probably an hour or two, then upload.
Okay.
And then people can find it, whoever you put the title as.
So let me give you some tips. Next time you want to upload it, come to the college campus. HCC here, I uploaded a 2 gig video in 2 minutes. At home, that video, that 2 gig video, would have taken me 30 to 40 minutes to upload. College campuses, libraries, they're a great place. They don't have restricted upload bandwidth. Most of us that have our Comcast or AT&T at home, we get the packet that's a 60 megs, 100 megs. Those are only downloads. That means if you want to watch the video, you could watch it high quality. But when you want to upload the video, like when you want to upload your content, it's capped at 6 megs, right? Which means 600 KB per second. That to me sounds like dial-up today. It's tremendously slow, right? Especially if you're trying to upload 4K video, which is even better, right? But it takes more space. So go on a campus, and I did this yesterday. I made a video yesterday. Let me show you that video. It was 2 gigs. To show you that video, let me go to our YouTube studio. So it was 2 gigs, and literally 2 minutes is all it took for me to get that up there. And I was at the West Loop campus. So I made this one video yesterday for our chancellor, or our vice chancellor, and he's trying to get some people excited about this boot camp, right? And he sent a nice email, and the email has a lot of good information. But people today, they don't, their attention spans are like, okay, I'm getting one email, I've got 1,000 other emails, I've got 1,000 other things to do. I mean, you want me to read a 2-page paragraph on what, it's hard to get people's attention. Even though he's got a fantastic program set up, he's going on a video. Because people are able to watch the video and get what they need quicker than having to read a 3-page invitation on something that's meaningful, it's valuable. And there are people that need that, right? There are people who's gonna sit and want to read the whole thing before they commit. But then there are majority of us who are in this world of on-demand services, on-demand everything. We just want to hear him. What's the point? What's the goal? And then let's go, right? Forget the whole, like, I got to read it, I got to click on this, just show me what I need to do, right? So a great teacher that I had one time told me that, if you want students to learn, right? So he had a nice philosophy. He said, if you want me to just learn, you can tell them, and then they may remember. You can show them, and it'll help them. But if you involve them, then they'll understand. Right? Does that make sense? So this is step 2, is to showing them. So as educators, you can get on behind the podium and talk all day long. You can give them all the syllabus and all the textbooks to read, right? But unless now you're showing them, which is more than just their eyeballs reading, their ears listening, right? Their eyes watching, and probably their hands doing, we're not going to create great students, right? So this is where I think it's important that as faculty and staff, you get involved. I forgot the video is still playing back there. You get involved in adopting some of these technologies for your classrooms or for parents. Maybe you need to show them how to fold their clothes instead of just telling them all the time, right? And now if they have a video and they don't fold their clothes, it's like, hey, watch the video, fold your clothes. This is how you fold the pants, this is how you fold the shirts, this is how it should be organized. So instead of you getting stressed, giving the same instructions over and over, maybe you make a video for them, And thanks to technology, you've got phones. They have phones. You say, hey, watch Mom's 101, Mom's Rules. Make your channel, Mom's Rule. And it's only shared with your kids. And it's like, there's a video for your mom, right? And then if your kids have done something called subscription, so if they click on subscribing to your channel, let me see, where's my, oh, this is a private video. If I go to a public video, you're going to see a subscribe button. Well, this is also me logged in. Let's go to that other person we had, the gardening person, and I'm sure you're going to see a subscribe button. So yeah, there's the gardening video. Oh look, he's getting more money. There's more ads. But there's the subscribe button, right? So if your kids or your students have subscribed to your video, every time you upload a video, you get their attention right on their phone. It says, boom, Mom's uploaded a video. Click on it. It says, hey, don't forget, tie your shoes. Whatever. I'm just coming up with stuff. But this is how you can now use technology to kind of de-stress your life, right? Technology is just a tool. It's intended to help you, right? If technology is stressing you out, then you're not doing the tech right. So maybe that's what you do. Maybe you start creating family holiday videos and then sharing it to grandpa and grandma instead of just doing the phone call, right? Saying, hey, grandma, grandpa, here. Now you could see them. And then instead of doing just a Skype or a video call, which is a one-time, maybe you upload a video of the conversation. So grandma can go back to grandkids whenever she wants, right? She can go and watch the kids. In fact, that's how I use my personal YouTube. Is I post videos of my kids, and then we have families overseas and in Dubai and in India, so we share it, and that way, our world's closer. Video with that, with that excitement, with that audio, everything, they feel like they're there, and it's going one step forward where people with those VR headsets, they can just put them on and then experience as if they're in the class. This little camera right here, this is a 360 camera. It's got lenses on both sides. So I'm going to show you a video in a little bit where you could upload content that's 360. So let me go back, let me go forward into our studio. And in the studio, we can find our 360 video. So here's a 360 video of someone experiencing 360 for the first time. This person happens to be our executive director of risk management. So if I had I gotta get rid of my hand there. Okay, there it goes. So if I had the VR headset, then I would be sitting in this room, and this is my office. I would be sitting in this room, feeling like I'm there in that seat, and I look left, I see Bob experiencing 360. You're going to see it in a little bit. He's going to have to hold the wall because he's getting like, whoa, this is this is too. He's actually experiencing a roller coaster as he's standing there. He's seeing the whole. And now I'm telling him to look left, look right, and then this is it. Like this is the video so maybe you hear someone knocking on the door behind us, and you turn around and you see that person. This is happening. These are called 360 videos. So now, not only can you tell someone about a topic or show them a video about a topic, but now you could get them involved in the video. You can search for 360 music videos on YouTube and feel like you're there with the artist and the crowd. You're sitting in the front row, right? And those headsets are a little expensive in my opinion right now, but if you just wait, the prices will come down. Maybe get a used one, and now you're part of the process. One of my goals for the college is to think about using a VR classroom where the teachers are teaching, the students are there, but that one person is a digital student. That chair is dedicated for a digital student who's sitting in their homes with their headsets, and they're in the classroom, and it's so important to be part of the classroom. If they look left, they see Muhammad sleeping. That means that's a boring lecture, right? I mean, students go that route, right? They don't look at the teacher to know if the content's valuable. They look at the next person. And if that other person's like super engaged, well, maybe I should listen too, right? It's part of human nature. We need to see others. And sometimes we start laughing because someone else laughed because we weren't paying attention to the comedian. But we saw everybody laughing, oh, well, it must be funny, right? That's part of the learning process. So as educators, I think we need to be looking at this stuff as well. And then, yes, those ads are annoying, but this is a great way for us to pay for stuff. My goal is for the college to use our YouTube channel to produce videos, and then when we make ad revenue, it goes for scholarships, right? We give out scholarships for students. So our college does have its own YouTube channel, HCC TV, or Houston Community College TV, and it's got over 1,100 subscribers, where eventually it's going to meet the threshold that it needs to be able to earn money, just like these guys are. And then we can use that money and give it to our foundation, and the foundation can turn it into scholarships, right? It only costs $300 to take a class at HCC. Your whole bachelor's degree is under $4,900. Associate degree. Your whole associate degree at HCC is under $4,900. And if you get grants or scholarships, then it's even cheaper. So that's how we could use YouTube as an institution. Let's change gears, and I want to show you what else you can do. So another thing that we've done is, not this one. Let me close the boot camp. Let's close this one. We'll go back one. We've done these cricket games. So a lot of you may be like, hey, what's cricket? It's a bug, right? Or the wireless company. But what we've done is there is a very famous sport outside of the U.S. Where it's like baseball. It's like the Asian version of baseball, right? And it's a very interesting, it's a fun sport. So we've taken the camera out, and look, we'll put this on HD. And then what we've done is we've time-lapsed it. So you can see people are walking a little funny. That's because it's actually sped up, right? It's showing people a game that we played for like 2 hours, but turned it into a 40-minute, we time-lapsed it. It's a great way of making the person feel like they're there, and then teaching them the sport. And I've got the audio off, but you could also get the excitement of the game by just watching it like this. I want to show another one where I've taken this video and we made it like under like 4 minutes, and it looks super funny. If I could find it, I'll show it to you. Just a second. When I don't find it, then by all means you can go on the channel and find it later.
Robbie, I see that some say public and some unlisted.
Yes.
Can you choose? It doesn't have to all be public.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely. Per video, you can choose. So this is a good example. So this one, it's public. If I wanted to change it, I can click on it and make it private and unlisted anytime. Only thing is, I like, our goal for us is to keep it public so we could put it on our website. This one we did to promote one of our hackathons. So one of the services of my office is we host these hackathons in which we get, and here's a time-lapse video. We sped up like an hour in like 20 seconds, and you can see the kids or students are actually doing something, they're making something. We do a community showcase, and during that time, everybody's going to everybody's tables and saying, "What did you create?" Here's a student. We slow down the video to show that they've created this little gadget. This was a cool project they made. The theme for this hackathon was health, and the challenge was how do we get people to be more active. They basically hardwired and built a little taser for your arm, and they set the taser to basically, you say, I want to work out for 30 minutes. And if your arm stops moving in those 30 minutes, you get tased. You could say that every 20 minutes I need to get up and walk around. Huh? I call them the future and motivators of our planet. You're not working, huh? But these are all high school students, right? So this hackathon gives them what I call applied learning, right? They have a challenge. Globally, we're facing a problem with the human race, right? All of us, we have obesity as a problem. These guys are thinking of products and solutions using math and science and electronics technology to solve that problem. And guess what? If you solve problems for people, people will pay you. So it's a great way of getting applied learning. But if we had not posted this video in our demonstration to other teachers, the teachers would have thought a hackathon is everybody trying to hack into other people's computers. We said no. Hackathon is this. It's a live event where we're making stuff, we're doing stuff, and then at the end of the event, we're giving out awards for the best projects, right? So all of a sudden, we got a lot more teachers signed up, parents signed up, because even some parents are like, a 2-day hackathon. Do I want to send my, are they going to hack out things? Are they going to take an axe and break? People didn't understand. Even though we wrote a nice paragraph of information about what a hackathon is, the video, our 4-minute or 2-minute video, got us people signed up, right? So if you're a business owner, maybe start thinking about using this for your business. Maybe, instead of having an awesome flyer that says, buy my service, this is all my capabilities, it's what if you made a video that said, I'm actually going to fix this AC, and you watch me do it. And this is how I do the business. See how clean I am, right? You don't have to say it. But people will realize, wow, this guy, he's got the booties, he puts them on, he goes in, he does his service, then he cleans up, he shakes the hand, gives an invoice. Wow, that's the guy I want in my house fixing my AC whenever I need it, right? Those videos can also be used for your promotional and your selling. Another reason why you should think about getting on YouTube if you're a business owner. All right, I'm going to change this up and now look at it from a student angle. Why would it matter as a student, right? So, you've taken English and math, 8 to 5, you go to math, and 11 to 12, you go to English. You created something, right? You've got an essay that the teacher said A, B minus, C minus, whatever. You wrote you solved equations for your math teacher. You've done all this work. When you graduate, everything has to fit on that resume. That's so terrible because all of your 12 years or 16 years before you got into college singles down into 1 GPA. That's terrible, right? Because how am I going to predict that your 4.0 and your 4.5 and your 2.0 indicates success for the next 50 years of your life, right? So instead of you relying on that GPA, if you captured the process of schooling, your education that you got, if you're a really good, musician, make a video of your practice, of your shows. That becomes your online portfolio of work. Forget looking at the GPA. And even if you have a 2.0 GPA, you could post a link in your essay. You could say, hey, I've got a YouTube channel, I've got 30,000 followers. People will ignore the 2.0. It's super hard to get 30,000 followers. But if your skill has helped you got that, then you probably will be successful, right? So now looking at it from this angle and saying, how can I become a producer or a content creator and create these online portfolios? I'm aware of students who are taking psychology bachelor degrees, but out of their passion, they've learned coding off of YouTube. And now they're coding for the city. He's a psychology major, right, at UHD. It has nothing to do with psychology. His passion is around technology. He just couldn't find the degree at the college, so he's learning off of YouTube. So as a student, you can learn anything on YouTube. And then, if you start showing your skills at our hackathons or at competitions, then you could be recognized for it. And you probably don't even need a college degree to be successful. And I'm saying that as an educator. A lot of successful people. But of course, I'm gonna tell you to finish it, because once you have it, it's yours, and no one can take it away from you. But to get educated, you don't need to be in school. And that's where we are today, at at this century. But our schools are evolving, so hopefully that's not the case. That you continue to come to school to get educated. Okay, so you can create videos of your skills. So I'm aware of students who create beautiful art. In fact, we had one girl who created art for of women, and her pictures were so emotional. I mean, you see women. I mean, she's got the scarf. She's got a tear in her eye, and you see it, and it's like, wow! It just makes you feel something. She was a student at HCC, and it's like, all right, you made this video. This painting, and she's like, well, I don't know. I don't want to sell it. I just want to keep it. How can I make money off of this? Well, maybe recording the process. Starting with a blank canvas, putting a camera, and then just time-lapsing you creating the whole video. I'm sure you've seen those videos where people start. In fact, we can just look at one. So painting videos. And then you can see, if you've got that skill, and this person has 6 million views, also has over almost 300K subscribers, and look what they're doing. They've created a video focused not on themselves, but on what they're creating, the canvas. So it doesn't have to be a video facing you, right? Maybe you're not confident, or maybe you don't want people to see you, but your talent, right? And then while your talent's being shown, there's an ad. They're making money off of it. Let me close that ad. So she's got a hashtag. People can follow her, and basically she's showing the process of how, when she's done, probably it's going to have a really nice effect, right? So these type of videos is something you can do today, right? All of you have some skill, something to give. Maybe you've got the killer basketball shot. What do you do to get that killer basketball shot? Maybe you've got the arm to throw for baseball. Well, how do you practice? What do you eat? Capturing that process and enabling for the 8 billion people in the world, well, maybe that's how you could generate side income for you, or even your full career from that. So especially if you've got that, I don't have the artistic skill at all, but I'm inspired by watching these folks, and then every time I watch, they're making revenue, right? So everyone's got something to give. So it's not only for our students. I'm going to take one more step. I'm going to jump to our senior citizens. Okay? So my mom, right? My mom cooks the best Indian food ever, right? So the process of me just going and recording how to make that dish, and then uploading it on YouTube. Again, our seniors don't have to know how to do it, how to upload the videos. But if you learn, then maybe you could showcase their talent. I think it's important to capture that process, because eventually people pass away, but their stories and their recipes and their legends will live through these videos. So that's another opportunity for you to capture stories of our senior citizens and put it on YouTube. So I have a project called the Oral History Project with the libraries, and what we do there is, here's an example. So it's a Foundation for India Studies. So for this project, I think is this one. For this project, the goal for me became, let me just put it with a shot. Sometimes we as a community, so I'm Indian American, right? Everyone's got their own community. But sometimes we have people, without their help, I wouldn't be in the position I am, right? Without these educated people, so he's a retired engineer, was in the country for 50 years, and had worked hard, and eventually, it opened up doors for the rest of us. So similar to an Indian American here, they're African Americans who have done a lot. But if you just try to go look them up in the libraries, there's few books on these things. These oral histories of people who are living, if you can capture it, then you are now creating your own library. You're telling your own story from the person who's lived it. Imagine if you captured 40 of these stories and you just put it up. You've got your own YouTube channel, right? And in this YouTube channel, you're now promoting your culture. And you're passing on what I call generational knowledge, right? Why do we always have to restart? Why does the youth always have to relearn everything that's already been? Why can't we, as a race, benefit from this, right? So there's another example of how you can use YouTube to help capture stories of others, and especially grandpas and grandmas. They've got a lot to give, a lot of stories. When they're gone, the videos will live on, right? So maybe look at it from that. I didn't intend to take this to the sad route, but it's important. I think it's important that we're capturing videos and then we're using YouTube and other platforms, and we're posting on them. Okay, so I'm going to show you to kind of wrap this up. It's how you can post it off of your phone. So a live demo on how you could start a YouTube. So I'm going to reload this.